Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources.
RT World News. December 31, 2322 America, New York. Judge blocks vax and mask mandate for low-income children. Texas wins latest battle in war between state and White House over mandatory vaccination, mask requirements. RT World News. December 31, 2302 America, New York. At least 12 killed in stampede at Hindu shrine. Pilgrims flocking to a popular Hindu shrine in Indian Kashmir lost their lives on the first day of the new year.
December 31, 2226 America, New York. Biden rings in New Year, says there's no quit in America. In a New Year's Eve message Friday, President Joe Biden said he's more optimistic about America's future than I've ever been.
CNN.com World. December 31, 2148 America, New York. Hong Kong's statues are disappearing, but their symbolism may prove harder to erase. Depicting a heap of screaming faces and contorted torsos, the Pillar of Shame was not just a reminder of the 1989 Tiananmen Square massacre. It was, for many, an emblem of free speech in Hong Kong.
December 31, 2115 America, New York. Opinion: Betty White's abiding romance with the TV camera. I'm very sad, but hardly shocked. The prospect of Betty White's death, which has been trotted out numerous times as one of those sick little gags on the internet, has taunted many of us for some time. December 31, 2114 America, New York. Kris Jenner avoids question when Stormi interrupts. When Andy Cohen asked Kris Jenner about Kim Kardashian's rumored relationship with comedian Pete Davidson, she had the perfect distraction as her granddaughter Stormi Jenner made a surprise appearance on screen.
RT World News. December 31, 2101 America, New York. Mall of America forced into lockdown after reports of active shooter, video. A shopping mall in Minnesota was briefly put into lockdown after shots rang out inside on New Year's Eve.
December 31, 2038 America, New York. C. Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen take shots in honor of Betty White. CNN's New Year's Eve live co-hosts Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen take tequila shots in honor of trailblazing actress Betty White, who died at 99. December 31, 2022 America, New York. Suspects in Illinois hotel shooting that left an officer dead, another critical, are in custody. One suspect linked to a shooting that killed a police officer and wounded another was arrested Friday in Indiana, and hours later the other suspect turned herself into police in Illinois, according to authorities. December 31, 1941 America, New York. Hong Kong's statues are disappearing, but their symbolism may prove harder to erase. Depicting a heap of screaming faces and contorted torsos, the Pillar of Shame was not just a reminder of the 1989 Tiananmen Square massacre, it was, for many, an emblem of free speech in Hong Kong.
RT World News. December 31, 1932 America, New York. Outrage as Iraq War PM Blair gets knighthood from the Queen. Brits protested the decision to knight Tony Blair, accusing the former Prime Minister of being a war criminal. RT World News. December 31, 1932 America, New York. U.S. journalist says Queen Elizabeth should have died instead of famous actress. The journalist, who wrote for New York Magazine and British Vogue, covers issues such as mental health and social justice.
December 31, 1902 America, New York. Tony Blair, COVID-19 experts and Olympians recognized in UK New Year's honours list. Tony Blair, the former UK Prime Minister, is to be knighted with the highest possible ranking in the New Year's honours list, Buckingham Palace announced Friday. December 31, 1839 America, New York. 6 people injured after multiple shooters fire 87 shots in Philadelphia, police say. 6 people were injured after multiple shooters fired 87 shots during an incident in a Philadelphia neighborhood, police said. The exact number of shooters has not been determined.
Fox World News. December 31, 1838 America, New York. 2022 New Year's celebrations around the world. Major cities around the globe ring in 2022.
December 31, 1827 America, New York. Feds warn January 6th anniversary may be exploited by threat actors but cite no specific or credible threats. Hear why Trump wants SCOTUS to read article. December 31st, 1800 America, New York, Roberts pushes for judiciary's continued independence in year-end report. Chief Justice John Roberts stressed the importance of the judiciary's institutional independence Friday in an annual report that comes as the Supreme Court is considering some of the most important issues of the day, and critics are seeking to dilute the court's conservative majority.
World CBS News, com. December 31st, 1800 America, New York, live updates. The world welcomes 2022 as COVID-19 cases surge. The Omicron variant, which is now driving record case numbers, forced many cities to tone down New Year's Eve events or cancel them altogether.
BBC News World. December 31st, 1750 America, New York, French ban on plastic packaging for fruit and vegetables begins. Effective from New Year's Day, officials hope the law will prevent 1 billion items of single-use plastics every year.
RT World News. December 31st, 1735 America, New York. AOC says Republicans mad because they can't date her. The lawmaker has lashed out at the creepy weirdos, criticizing her recent trip to Florida. Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, D. New York, has responded to the wave of criticism she received over published photos of her vacationing in Florida by claiming her Republicans' critics are taking out their sexual frustrations.
December 31st, 1730 America, New York, writer on the unusual part about writing jokes for Betty White. Former Golden Girls writer Stan Zimmerman says watching Betty White perform jokes was like watching a great sports figure or baseball player hit it out of the park every time. CNN's Ryan Nobles has the interview. December 31st, 1727 America, New York, Representative Ayanna Pressley tests positive for COVID-19. Representative Ayanna Pressley, a Massachusetts Democrat, announced Friday she tested positive for COVID-19 and is experiencing mild symptoms. December 31st, 1723 America, New York, Henry Winkler reflects on Betty White. Actor Henry Winkler remembers the life of Betty White. The former Golden Girl and national treasure has died at age 99, her longtime agent said in a statement to People. December 31st, 1722 America, New York, schools and colleges change schedules due to rise in COVID cases. A growing number of school systems, colleges and universities are making changes to the beginning of the 2022 spring semester as a result of the surge in cases of COVID-19.